Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Almost Spicy Podcast. Today's guest, Julian, aka Echo. Cue the music. Sick, dude. Welcome. Thanks for coming back, man. But nobody knows that you're back.
Yeah, it's happy. I'm really happy to be here and chat with you guys.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Hell yeah,
a lot of
welcome,
stuff
man.
has happened.
Dude, yeah, we sat down 2 years ago. Here, exactly on the dot, almost 2 years.
Really? Almost on the dot?
March, I think.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
March 2023. A lot has changed since then. And can I see your phone? I sent you that screenshot.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the man of the hour right now, man. Echo, you go by Echo now, but back 2 years ago, you were Echo Astral.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
Switch
changed.
it up.
Yeah. It's cleaner, right?
Much cleaner. I noticed, like, with the way that was spelled, like, nobody could pronounce it. So, like, it's kind of been a thing of, like, wanting to, like, stay true to myself while also, like, realizing, like, if you're going to do something publicly, it has to be somewhat understandable, and it can't just be, like, just for you.
I hate that shit,
So
but
I
it's
felt
true.
like keeping it like that, just like 2 syllables, still me, and I still know the meaning, and it's also just like people can actually pronounce it.
Yeah, because it's Echo Minneapolis, right?
Well, that's just like for Instagram.
For Instagram. So it's just Echo.
Yeah.
Which is tough because like you would struggle to think maybe like there's a million artists named Echo in the world. So it's like
There's really not.
there's not.
At least not in terms of DJs. There's like maybe 2 other ones on Resident Advisor.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's actually a band now called Echo Astral.
Really?
Yeah.
They
And
probably stole your shit.
I won't say all that. I spelled it different.
Okay.
Just another good reason to be happy for a change.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
for real,
Do you
for real.
feel like people are finding you a bit better than on like social media because of that?
I don't know. I mean, I can't say it's because of that. I think it's just like I've just been more active lately in terms of like playing shows and just like
Yeah.
a little more extroverted, I feel like. So
Yeah,
it's
many
the result of a lot of different things and a consequence of a lot of different things.
So would you consider yourself a little bit more introverted than before? And then
or
you're
extroverted.
Slightly. Not even that. I think just like more open to things.
Yeah.
Still very like myself. I still like being by myself and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But just like realizing that like being around people and experiencing stuff actually helps everything. So just being open to that, or like not as like closed off all the time.
Yeah.
Still having
Absolutely.
a good time type shit.
Absolutely.
No, I feel that embracing the community and the friends and everything is good instead of isolation. There's like that study that's like it's healthier to drink alcohol than to be isolated. This is paid for like by a beer company, but
Probably.
you know.
Probably.
But no, for sure. I mean, like, I feel like in general today, like, so much of, like, stuff is, like, driving you to be isolated.
Yeah.
Not, like, actually go out and, like, see life and, like, the world
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, people, apps and stuff want to keep you on your phone.
Exactly, bro.
Want to keep you, like, ordering DoorDash, ordering Amazon packages, as
Yeah.
opposed to, like, just going out and walking down the
To the
street
store,
and meeting somebody or whatever.
Well, and everybody living in their own studio apartment, right? And then
right.
no, and that's it. And you're in your little square.
And putting that DoorDash order on a payment plan
Well,
because you decided
that's
to.
on the list of the things.
Exactly.
We're gonna get to the Klarna DoorDash collaboration and the tariffs very soon. Man of the hour, Julian, aka Echo, DJ Echo, just got off of playing a sold out main room, First Avenue, with Zach Fox. Some back to back. How was that, man? Tell the audience, man. They all want to know.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It all came together a little last minute.
Yeah,
And I had no idea about the back-to-back thing until
Okay.
like the day of.
that's wild.
Like, so just trying to like put tracks together that I thought he might like, that I thought might gel well with his style. And like even getting there, I didn't know that it was going to happen until like, I didn't know it was going to happen for sure until 10:30 because it was kind of contingent upon how like the crowd was during the opening set.
Okay,
and really
okay.
just how good the opening set that I did was.
And they were loving it.
Yeah, I mean.
But that's
it's-
all the scene was there too. You know, it seemed like I wasn't there, but it seemed like it's everybody that knew you basically.
There was a lot of new faces too. Cause
Yeah, yeah.
like with him, it's interesting because he's famous for rapping and being on Abbott Elementary, and then his DJ sets with like Boiler Room and Elevator too. So it's a lot of people that at the events I go to, I wouldn't normally see.
Sure.
So they're there to see him, and because they like the idea of going to something like a Boiler Room or an Elevator, but they're not necessarily the biggest like dance music or like house head, techno head kind of thing.
Which is where you kind of find yourself more.
It's like bridging the gap, and like hopefully some of those people that have never been to an event like that before have a good time and want to get deeper into everything and like get into the ecosystem more here. But yeah, basically the opening set went well. He came up and he was like, yeah, let's definitely do it. So I didn't know until like 10:30,
Right.
and the back-to-back started at 11, and then like I mean, I had never spun with him before or anything, so it was just like
had you met him before?
Track. No.
Okay, sick.
No, but I knew like he had liked one of my mixes on SoundCloud before, which is kind of how this had come together.
Yeah.
So I was like familiar with his style, and I guess like ostensibly he had to have liked my style, or at least what my style was at the time.
Well, he must have peeped the set too as well.
Yeah. So it was like it all came together really well, and it was like pretty seamless. And
because it was a Carbon Sound presented show, right? So that's, I mean, the first link, right? And so when we talked 2 years ago, we talked about Carbon Sound. It was probably like a year old at that point.
Yeah, less than a year actually.
Less than a year, yeah. It was a baby. Carbon Sound, I mean, like, you've been there, what, 2 years?
So I've been
from the beginning, 3 years.
Yeah, I've actually started at NPR as an intern back in like June of 2021, and then like my first day they told me they were applying for a grant to start a new thing because that was happening at the time. And it was like, when I heard about that, I thought like, damn, this is kind of just like what I did at Radio K with the Vanguard. So I just...
Shout out Radio K.
Yeah, shout out to Radio K. So I just decided to like lock in and hopefully be able to like do that. And then I got that job in December of 2021. And then like that first 6 months of 2022 was like, okay, what is this going to be? What is this about? What's the mission? What's the music library? What are we going to do? Who's the staff? And then like we launched in June of 2022.
Okay.
So I've been Carbon Sound like will have its 3rd anniversary in June of this year.
June.
But
is there a big event planned?
We'll be doing something at the Red
good.
Sea most likely.
At the Red Sea.
Nice. Yeah, it's local DJs and stuff. Good sound system.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's been super cool, and like especially right now more than ever, I'm really proud of like what we're doing.
Yeah,
it's
like on a snowball right now. It's like you keep pushing out, interviews, these DJ sets, like damn near weekly, right? And like, and are you behind all that? Are you like editing, or do you have an editing team? Are you actually posting all these clips?
Yeah, we have a team. I mean, for a long time it was just me doing all the social media until like November of 2023. I think.
Okay.
And then we added a new digital producer that works with the Current and Carbon Sound on there, and he's helped a ton. So basically, like those interview clips you see with like our host Sani and like local people.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she is awesome. He does that part, and I just help like schedule it or help them think about who would be good people for it.
Got you.
But the DJ sets are all me. Reaching out to people. We pay for the DJ sets too.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I'm there when we shoot the videos, just in the studio with them, and then I edit the videos, I edit the clips, and then I post them.
For the DJ stuff?
Nice.
Yeah, for the DJ stuff. And then me and him split the responsibilities between all the other kind of posting we do.
Got you. That's awesome, man.
Thanks.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
So how big is the team then for Carbon Sound in general?
Pretty much 3.5 people.
Wow.
Give or take.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
'Cause there's me. We have a community engagement person. We have our host, and then we also have the digital producer that splits his time between the Current and Carbon Sound. So, yeah, it's a pretty small team. Like we just do the most we can with what we have.
Who's the community engagement?
His name is Andre.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was in those workshops. And
I remember that. Yeah. He's great.
Can you open your phone, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So they book, you book with Carbon Sound, Zach Fox, and then this whole show happens.
Well, that's different.
The bookings, okay.
Because, like, we didn't book that. Okay. We just, like, promoted the show.
Got you.
That.
Sponsored.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So First Avenue booked it?
Yeah, and, like, we work with venues to help promote shows.
Got you.
Because our audience, ostensibly, is his audience. And, like, we got super good engagement for that. Like, people were super excited with it. So we just try to help out wherever we can.
That's cool.
Dude, amazing, man. Let's see here. What is your TikTok algorithm looking like nowadays?
I'm not on TikTok anymore, actually. Beautiful. I deleted that, but I'm on Instagram Reels
okay.
a lot. But their like algorithm is more finicky.
Yeah.
Like if you just watch one kind of video, that's your whole thing. It's not as like dialed in as like the TikTok one.
That's really, the TikTok algorithm is something very unique.
Yeah, it is. Like it's literally like a slot machine.
It is.
But I guess on mine is a lot of DJ stuff, a lot of like kind of absurdist humor things.
Okay.
Some like music history clips.
Hell yeah.
Other stuff too, but I think those are the main ones.
Those are the good ones.
The important ones.
The important ones, man. Almost Spicy Podcast. We got Echo in here. Yeah, I'm just looping in my brain. Just
you actually are real right now.
I am a real. Yeah. I got one right here. Where do you see music going in 10 years?
That's a good question.
I didn't write it.
Nice.
I think we'll start to see just AI tools a lot.
Yeah.
Like when I go to the studio, sometimes if we need like just a sample of something, or if we want stems for a track, there's this really cool website we can go to that is AI.
Yeah.
And like we can get like just the bass or like
Isn't that
guitar
crazy?
riff or like the drums from a track.
Yeah.
What site is that?
Gotta keep thinking.
I know it.
I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
But
Starts with the L. Maybe. No, not different. Okay.
I've used like some of the other ones. I'm just very curious.
it's cool. And like even with like DJing, like Serato stems that like a lot of like DJs that use laptops and Serato, like Serato stems is basically AI. And every time you use it, you're kind of training it to get better. And now every DJ software will have that. And eventually, like definitely in 10 years, like whatever the next CDJ 3000s, like whatever the model is after that, will probably have stems on there. So like the barrier for entry in terms of making music is going to be lower than ever.
And it's already low.
Yeah. It'll become more democratized. So I think hopefully people leverage the technology to like do cooler stuff and stuff that wasn't possible before, rather than using that technology to just like make the same stuff and just like becoming more stagnant. But you have to see.
Yeah, well, I mean, the AI will definitely do something. We'll take a role.
Yeah.
In this music stuff. That's like that. I didn't want to go there, but that bully version 1, man.
Yeah,
Like
I haven't listened to that yet.
Yeah, I think he said, Ye had tweeted that it was like half of it was AI vocals.
That's
and I was
crazy.
like, damn, yeah.
That's insane.
And then people were talking about that Cardi record, and I want to get your opinion on that. But like some of, they're like, Cardi's never sang like that. Like this must be AI.
That's dumb because like Cardi's whole thing is like changing his voice.
Yeah, literally.
But I mean, like,
What did you think about that?
The progression of just like constantly every album,
The
it's
vamp.
like that doesn't even sound like it's even Cardi anymore.
but like
That's good art,
theoretically,
though.
if someone was to like modulate their voice with AI, like, granted, a lot of the times it's been done so far, it's been pretty corny. Like what Drake did with that like Snoop Dogg thing, like on that one diss record. Like, I think that's lame. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm not opposed to something cool being done with it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see what ends up happening.
No, for real. And what did you think about that Cardi record? I know you're a big Cardi fan.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I'm partial to like anything that he makes.
Okay.
But it's cool because like I think he does a good job of like really combining all of his different influences and like turning it into something new. So it's still like a homage on like a if you know you know kind of tip, but it's not like super obvious or like contrived. Because like when I listen to the music album, like, I think about Swamp Izzo hosting on Young Thug's first mixtapes, or I think about like an old Travis Porter mixtape, like that Atlanta
Travis
lineage
Porter,
is
damn.
definitely still there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's also
Travis
something
Porter.
like completely new too. And it was like that on Whole Lotta Red too, where like if you listen to Stop Breathing, like that low key, like first of all, the
What a good song.
the hook on there is from a Gucci Mane song.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, like Take My Shirt Off and Stop Breathing.
Okay.
He has a song called Shirt Off where that's the hook.
Okay. I didn't even
So
know
he's paying
that.
homage to Gucci Mane. And then if you listen to like the hook where it's like that synth lead where it's like the woo doo doo. Like if you listen to a Lil Jon record from 2003, like there's that same kind of like,
Yeah.
but it's just like taken to that next level and like that extreme. So I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And I think he doesn't get enough credit for like, just like that musicality or like the actually like having a vision thing. But I know it's not for everybody though.
Yeah,
What did you think?
It's super. It's a fun record, man. I didn't get through it all, but just studying the Evil Jordan track is just like what me and my producer were doing. Just trying to emulate that energy.
Yeah.
And I love that sample, that Weekend sample as that comes in. It just comes in so hard, man. I know that's like the biggest hit on there, but yeah, I got to do a deep dive on the record.
For sure.
Yeah, did you listen to it?
I didn't get that far into it.
It's a long record.
Yeah, it is.
I liked some of Cardi's like early stuff, but the last few projects I just couldn't necessarily get behind.
Oh, I feel
Feel
that.
that.
It's
Yeah.
weird, too crazy for you.
It's
Too vamp.
I don't know. I think it was just like his voice modulation got like a little too crazy for me, where it was like I
That's
think
him, bro. That's just him.
I think like I liked like some of the early stuff. Although there's like a few like what's that one like song that never came out?
Kid Cudi one?
Kid Cudi one, yeah.
Oh,
Like
that
one,
song is
like that
crazy.
one's good. Like I fucking love that song.
That's peak for you. Peak
Yeah.
Cardi.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
for sure.
2017 or whatever.
But
Yeah.
So what are your like listening habits like for music? Are you listening to music in the gym? Are you even in the gym? Or just, in the car? Are you listening to the same songs every day? Are you really doing a lot of new music as a DJ?
That's a good question. So like I'm listening to music like every day, probably like 40% of the day.
Damn.
And like if I'm in the car, like I'll just go through my liked songs or whatever on Spotify. Or sometimes I like to be intentional about like, especially if like there's a new hip hop album, I'd like to listen to that in my car, like for the first time rather than like on AirPods, just to like really feel the music or whatever. And then at work too, like we listen to a lot of local music, a lot of music that gets sent to me, a lot of music I'm thinking about adding to the stream. And then like from a DJing perspective, like going through Bandcamp or like other websites or like just going on Instagram pages I like that are like do cool archival stuff to like find and like really dig for records that like other people don't have.
That's the best part, man.
And stuff like that.
I feel like with the DJing.
Yeah. There's a different mode you have to be in when like you're looking for new music for a purpose, whether it's DJing or being on the stream or just like for pleasure or whatever. But the act of like listening, whatever, just like gives me a lot of pleasure, whether it's like, listening to stuff I already know I like or hearing a great song for the first time again. I mean, not for the first time ever, I mean.
Right.
Yeah, but most of the days and most of the time is like looking for new stuff or like enjoying old stuff for sure.
I was gonna ask like, so I mean, 40% of your day, that's a good chunk of your day. How much of that is like very intentional, more for DJing, more so?
There's in the past maybe like since November, I'll just like cut out a day every week to like do that like digging online. Sometimes in person too if I'm looking for a vinyl. So like it'll be like usually a Sunday. It usually takes about like an hour to 2 hours. And like for DJing, like I can listen to a song for like 30 seconds and know if like it hits. So I don't have to like listen to the full track. Because if I have to listen to the full track, at least like if for playing a party, like if I have to like listen to the full track, like it's probably not good, depending on the genre. But like usually like for me, I just know like this is good, and I can like skip around it a bit to like hear like a build up or whatever. So.
But that would take all day too if you listen to the whole songs and all that, to build a set. You gotta work quick,
Yeah, I look for things that just give me a kind of a instant reaction or like an instant like hook in terms of like, damn, this bass is hitting or I like this syncopation or like this melody is crazy or whatever.
You can usually tell with the good music, like any part of the song, there's magic throughout the whole song. So good to snipe it out. Can you open this for me, please? What's like your? Can you give us a little top 3, top 5 like songs in your rotation?
That's a good question. Yeah, it's interesting right now because like most of the time I'm not listening to the stuff like I would like play out, but there are like some songs that like really stick with me, like by like Underground Resistance and Claude Young and Holden Federico. Like those are some of my favorite like producers.
Okay.
I really like Yapo JJ's work in terms of like a rap thing. I really have been going back to a lot of like just like random chopped and screwed stuff on YouTube that I like, just like from random DJs that like I don't know anything about, but like there's this like I don't know, they'll do like a chopped and screwed Michael Jackson song or like some unexpected stuff like that. That's cool. But in terms of like specific songs, the music album has been on heavy rotation a lot, and then I think that's the main thing.
No, I feel it. The listeners can go back and listen to some of those titles and look them up. Everybody out there, we break the fourth wall. I got one here. Well, actually, I was actually wondering, do you still play guitar?
No, actually.
Okay.
I actually sold my guitar
You did?
and a lot of my pedals.
Okay.
Just to focus on DJing and my drum machine.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got rid of my guitar, my bass, my mini Korg,
Dang.
and yeah, just been locked in DJing.
That's awesome though. Like
Damn.
choosing something to lock in on is fire.
Yeah, it's important.
No,
yeah,
for sure. I
sure.
gotta get better at that. How do you like your coffee?
Usually just black.
Hell yeah.
If I'm gonna put creamer in, I'll make sure it's like a flavored creamer, so I don't have to
Oh.
put extra sugar in there.
Oh yeah. Fuck the sugar, man.
A flavored creamer, like what?
Like a caramel macchiato flavored creamer or
Okay.
something like that.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
like 2 birds in 1 stone.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, God.
You're not on that oat milk train, none of that other.
I can be. I don't really
Matcha?
mind. Yeah, I've never tried matcha before.
Really?
Never tried matcha.
Damn.
Just never made sense to me.
What about it didn't make sense to you?
It's green.
Did you say it's Korean? Oh, it's
No
green.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the color, really, honestly.
You're like, how are they doing that? Well, sometimes it's not. It's like a dye. So yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I don't know.
Freaking. Let's see what we got here. More music stuff. Can we talk about the world? Do you have any questions before we talk about the world?
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask. So, what are your like DJ inspirations? Because like you're very locked into this now, and like what kind of made you like transition into that, and who kind of inspired you to like get there and do that?
Yeah, so like I was saying before, like I feel like experiencing stuff helps me a lot.
Yeah.
So like before late 2022, I was never like really going to that many like DJ centric dance music events. But then in December of 2022, I went to like my first ever like real rave, and it was just like, because like the
Hell yeah.
production, the sound, the DJ was just like, I didn't realize music could be like that.
Yeah.
And like
Amazing.
I always loved going to concerts, and I thought that was the best way to experience music for me. But like
Yeah.
in these past like 2 or 3 years, like I realized like, no, like this is my favorite way to experience music. This is like the most immersive way.
Through like the rave kind of.
Yeah, and like going to like an actual like real one, because it is kind of like an overused word.
Right. You
Yeah.
can just throw a rave, right? But it's like.
Yeah. So going to like that first one, and then there was a second one later that month, and then I think 2023, I went to this club in New York called Basement for the first time.
Okay.
That was insane, and then like
Hell yeah.
other experiences too, like keeping going back to that place I went to, and then last year too, so many like great experiences, seeing things here, seeing things when I would go to New York, and seeing things over in Tokyo too is crazy.
Oh, when were you out there?
I was there in February and March of 2024.
Okay.
Nice.
Sweet.
Going to the Great Beyond for the first time last year, like
Yeah.
seeing all
That
those
music
people.
festival you were talking
Yeah,
about. that
exactly.
Camping festival, the Great Beyond,
Yep.
for context.
Seeing all those people and those like super high level DJs from abroad and from here.
Veteran
really-
level, like OGs. Like,
I mean, just like
just the best of today, right? You were saying.
OGs and like, you know, modern heroes, but like
Okay.
people that have been doing it for like, you know, since the 80s, since like
Damn.
this
That's
was a
OG.
thing.
Yeah, they were
I ain't gonna
they were
lie.
flipping vinyls and shit.
Yeah, literally.
for
Like
real,
and
bro.
they're 50, 60 years old, still
Yeah.
in the game, better than ever.
Yeah.
Because like they have such a deep music library and so
Oh,
much
yeah.
practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just eating everybody alive, man.
Yeah, literally. So just seeing all that and experiencing all that made me realize that's something I want for myself. Or
Yeah.
at least like want to help other people try to experience, just because it had been such a positive thing for me.
Absolutely.
life.
But in terms of like people, like other DJs, like Devious One, who's from here.
Devious one.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's one of the best living, in my opinion.
Okay. Have you ever met him or like mentored or anything?
I'm always like just one degree of separation away from him. It'll happen one day.
Yeah.
It'll happen,
Probably soon.
It'll happen when it's time. I can't
Yeah,
rush it
yeah.
or anything like
Yeah.
that. But
No, for sure.
super inspirational.
He'll see this.
My friend Kaya has been super inspirational for me too, in terms of just like a peer relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we started at the same time, and he was into like this whole like thing, this whole like side of DJing before I was.
Okay. That's not Fluid Tranquility, is it?
It is. It is. He changed his DJ name too.
Gotcha.
He's been super inspirational. You know, Yasmina, just in terms of everything
Yeah,
she's
Yasmina.
done and things like
So
that.
much. Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, like, I don't know, there's kind of just too many people to mention. Like,
Yeah.
Steve Rockman I saw last year. DJ Rush I saw in 2023. That was really cool.
Definitely heard of them. Yeah.
And
DJ
then,
Rush.
yeah. A lot of producers. It's just so I keep just like getting inspired every time I see
Yeah.
like new stuff.
It's the love for the
Absolutely.
music though that's kept you in this industry, and like now you're spearheading, with the Carbon Sound and getting
Yeah.
local folks a chance to be on the platform and growing a platform. You know, it's
Trying to, yeah. Just
Dude.
liking the process more than worrying about the results.
it's all about the process, man.
Yeah.
It's all about the journey, dude. Like
Yeah.
you'll get there, and you got to look back and loved it. You know?
And the way there is like the longest part of it.
Yeah.
yeah,
So like,
dude.
you know, just enjoying practicing, making practicing like a social thing,
Yeah.
or just like not putting pressure on myself to like do a specific thing. Just like taking it all as it comes and
Yeah,
just enjoying the way
absolutely.
there.
Enjoying the moment too.
That's awesome. So you know, kind of going back a little bit. So what would you describe as like an actual rave?
I was gonna ask that. Like,
Because
what makes it different?
because I've gone to
SpongeBob rave.
not a SpongeBob rave, but like a rave, and
It was just a kid's birthday party.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
But what is like the actual definition of a
Or a
like,
couple
true,
like differentiating factors.
true authentic rave to you?
I mean, it can't be like a legal event.
It can't be illegal.
It can't be legal.
Got you.
Like if
That's
it's like
fire.
if it's sanctioned, like if it's in like, you know, a downtown venue that ends at 1 a.m., like you can't call that a rave.
Yeah.
That's the big difference.
But like they do that, like
Yeah.
they'll call it like a Taylor Swift rave or whatever.
Yeah.
And I like even like a couple years ago, I was a part of stuff like that. I
Sure.
do think like things like that can be important or helpful as
Yeah.
to like what I was talking about before, where like, you know, there needs to be an entry level thing.
Absolutely.
The bridge.
You need like Weenie Hut Juniors to get to the salty spittoon. But like
I love that.
Salty.
it can't all be that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like words do have meaning. So like I would account a real thing as like, you know, this is like a DIY kind of thing.
Yeah.
DIY doesn't necessarily mean shitty. Like,
Right,
you
right.
can have DIY and be like super high level.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Sound
so,
system
like,
and everything.
Yeah, DIY, open like space. Any identity is welcome. People are like
That's
there
big.
for the music.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's going all night, and it's just like a really liberating.
It's not ending
free
at 1.
environment.
Yeah.
You know.
No clothing requirements. No.
Yeah, like you don't have to play dress up. You don't even have to wear all black. You just have
Yeah.
to be there for yourself.
Be there,
and,
yeah.
like, be there for the music, and like you can be accepted for that because it's just like such a unifying force.
Yeah.
It just picks you up too when you get into it. Like, you know, if someone's kind of scared to go to a rave or something, just everybody's energy around and the music, you just kind of like, you know, I haven't been to many, or I don't know if I've been to any like real ones, but it's just like
Yeah.
general music and crowds and stuff. Like and we've talked about raves before. We had
Yeah.
DJ Tommy Hill on here recently, but just like the community and like everybody's looking out for each other. And,
Yeah.
making sure everybody's got what they need and space noticed and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
I went to a rave not too long ago, but based on that definition, I wouldn't even like call it necessarily a rave.
SpongeBob rave.
Yeah, it wasn't a SpongeBob rave, but it was in like some dive bar in Northeast, and
The Moose, the basement.
not Moose, but it's some barbecue place. I'm
Oh,
blanking on.
Storm
Beast.
King. Or
Yeah, I think that's what it was, and it was an interesting experience. Like everybody was.
Boombox, MN.
I
Maybe,
don't
or
know.
maybe
I don't
not.
know. I don't remember.
No, stuff like what happens at Beast is like super important, and those like just kinds of like events are super
Yeah.
cool and
Yeah.
important too. And like at Beast, like the people that are throwing it don't call it a rave.
Yeah.
They're
It's like
not,
a
yeah,
dance
yeah, yeah.
event.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a big difference.
because that's how it was pitched to me, and I
Oh,
was
okay.
just like I went to it, and like it was fun, but I was having a weird time before that, so it made it a little bit less
That's
like
yeah,
in the
yeah.
moment.
I like the-
like
I
I
like
like the
all
music
day.
a lot. I like the music a lot,
They'll
but
start
just
at like 2 p.m.
the environment kind of just like threw me off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, they'll start at like 2 p.m. and go like till midnight sometimes. Some of those.
Yeah.
Just DJs all day at some
Yeah.
of those barbecue spots.
No, the
and all
stuff
that.
at like Beast or like, you know, just above ground stuff is like super important too.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to knock that at all. I just want to make that clear.
No,
I just
for
mean
sure.
like when people market things as
As
like
a rave.
one thing
Yeah.
and it's not
yeah,
like a SpongeBob or like Shrek thing.
Right.
yeah,
That is what dilutes all of it, and that's what like, or even like calling something at the Armory a rave. Like,
Yeah.
that is not like.
Yeah.
If you have to go through airport security to like get into
At the Armory,
venue,
that's how
that's
it
not.
is
Yeah, no. So
Dude, for
that's
real.
what I mean. But like every kind of event is like important. Like
Yeah.
can be entry level, and like the stuff I like isn't for everybody. Just like the stuff everybody else might like isn't for me. Like
Yeah.
there needs to be, you know, we need a wealth of like different kinds of things because there's like there's 8 billion people in the world. There's 8 billion like different ways to perceive it.
Yeah.
absolutely.
All I know is like what I like, so I just try to like propagate that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with that, man.
No, yeah, that's-
We'll get into the world but after we talk about, and if you could share with us your discipline and maybe some tips, philosophy that kind of keeps you going through the day or through the work week, you know, like maybe a routine or something. Like what's kind of your ritual?
That's a good question.
Whether it's a mantra or, you know, an action.
I don't think of myself as that disciplined as of a person, because like I'm with me 24/7. Like I be on some real bullshit sometimes.
Nobody's perfect. Yeah,
I just be with myself 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, or at least like I live up here,
Literally.
so I know
Yeah.
the things I want to do that I haven't done yet.
Right,
Like
right.
what I'm procrastinating on.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody.
but you're doing better than most people though.
I don't think of it that way. I'm just like trying to just like, first of all, be able to like live on my own independently.
Yeah.
And,
Huge,
like,
yeah.
you know, just if I say I'm going to do something, I like to be able to do it for sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
I try not to talk publicly about things that aren't going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually something that's huge.
Yeah.
We everybody gets lost on that because they like to project. and then-
Talkers, but not doers.
Yeah. Like,
I'm guilty of that.
just try to like actually do the thing and make sure it's going to happen before like talking about it publicly, or just like, I don't know. A lot of it too is like not everything has to be talked about publicly, and we're all just still getting used to like how the world is today with like social media or like this
This.
even, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So like people aren't used to like how to move in like this new environment where like everything can be public. So sometimes people just like share too much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And forget that like everything you're doing is getting like perceived and judged. Sometimes it's just about like saying a little less and being okay with people filling in the blanks. And then like when you're ready to say something, saying something, and then like whatever.
with your full chest or your full.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like for me personally, like it's easy to stay disciplined if you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least to keep doing what you're doing if you like enjoy doing it and like the process of it.
Yeah.
It's like I enjoy adding music to the Carbon Sound stuff. I love like the days where we have the DJs in are my favorite days.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Are like when we have a good event, like that feeling after.
Yeah.
So like just, you know, remembering that makes it easy just to like keep doing it.
Right,
If I hated my life, like I probably wouldn't do it. But like
But that in itself is something that people, you know, it's a skill that people are learning. That
Yeah.
you're like, wait, I don't have to do the thing I hate.
no, literally, because
No,
like
yeah.
I feel like we spend so much of like life just like doing things, having to do things we don't necessarily like.
Yeah.
But you built this for yourself. Not to interrupt you, my bad.
It's all good.
But I feel like you built this. You know, like
Yeah.
you had a vision and stuff.
That's why I say like I think you're doing better than most people. Like
Right.
you've started something and there's a community that's starting to be formed around it, which
Thank
is
you.
And seen
better
a lot of
than
it through-
better than a lot of people can say that they have done or been able to execute on. And like
And when you say better, it's like getting like the discipline and putting
Yeah,
the action
absolutely.
and putting the work and enjoying
and
the work.
not putting everything out there and then falling short of that too.
Yeah.
No, I really appreciate the kind words for sure. I'm
Yeah,
not trying to
absolutely.
downplay anything.
Yeah,
too.
no.
No, for sure. You're a role model, man.
Thank you.
But you're also living in reality. You know, you're in touch with yourself to be able to also say that.
We want to give you your flowers.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
brother.
No, I mean it's cool.
Absolutely, man.
A lot of it too is just like, you know, just the opportunities that came up when they did. Like
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with like them getting the grant
Right,
from the
right, right,
Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And
But you
if
were there.
Yeah, if I was born on a different day, I wouldn't have been there. So it's just
Literally.
like seizing the opportunities that are in front of you, which like can be a hard thing to do. Like it's hard
Absolutely.
to like, say for anybody that like you want something,
Yeah.
because like. Or like it's hard to like put yourself out there and like face that rejection,
Yeah.
that potential for rejection.
Yeah.
You can't,
Maybe
man.
people
Yeah.
just avoid that too much.
Oh,
Scared of
100%.
failure, right?
100%.
Yeah, but like, I think it's cooler to like fail interestingly than to like succeed boringly.
Ooh, fire.
That's fucking
That's a
beautiful.
clip.
That
Clip
is a
that.
clip.
Cut that. No, clip it. Dude. Amazing, man.
No, I love that sentiment a lot because
Yeah.
just going back, I know like and I'm speaking from my own personal experience. Like I've definitely struggled with just like the execution of so many different things and so many different ideas and like stuff. And it's always inspiring to see people who, to your point, like yeah, you could have been born on a different day and not gotten that opportunity, but you still seized it.
Yeah, I think
you
it's
still
like
got the opportunity, and some people might fumble it, or they might even just think, I don't think this is
I'm not gonna go for that.
gonna happen, you know. And
Miss every shot you don't take.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a balance. From what you're saying, it sounds like a balance of manifestation with being open to what comes and what doesn't, and not holding on to an expectation.
Yeah.
They say suffering comes from expectations that aren't met.
Right.
The stoicism side of that. Yeah, man. No, it's amazing. As far as the world, if we shift a little bit to, I like to try to get the word out a little bit of the like what's going on and important issues and stuff. So I mean, I'm sure you've seen a lot of this news right now. U of M, Mankato, students getting their visas revoked, federal government getting rid of their entire records at schools. So I mean, how, I don't know what the question is. I kind of just want to chat about it. And it's like, $10 trillion lost from the stock market in the last 90 days. What do you think? What do you feel like the world right now?
Start learning Mandarin. I think that's a good idea.
Shema.
Yeah.
What?
But on a serious note.
Wait, do you know what that
No,
means?
what does that
It literally means what?
I'm on it, dude. I'm going somewhere.
But on a serious note, it's really sad to see like
Dude.
so much division being sown between different groups, and then also like just like the kind of fire sale that's happening in the government, because like you can't think that they don't know what they're doing.
No.
They know that they're gonna make things super bad, and like that's the point.
Yeah,
Like the confusion, the blitzing is the point. So right now, I think like what we can do on a personal level between like each other, like in our city and like our personal lives, just be kind to one another, to stand up for one another, and to not like let those people that are in charge, let us hate each other or become like a more meager version of ourselves.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We need each other more than ever right now.
Yeah.
And we need music, we need art, we need people to express themselves, we need people to open up spaces, to be open to experiences, and we need to have each other's back so that we're not afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we can't rely on, these people or these external factors. We have to learn how to cook and fix houses and plumbing and all this stuff for each other, like for the community. So yeah, I think that's what I was looking forward to hear, man. That's appreciate getting that out.
For sure.
Yeah, dude, no, like imagine getting deported to El Salvador and you're not even from there, stuff like that, man. So it's like
It's really sad what's happening, it's sad to know that that's what people voted for.
yeah. But it's like when you look at it, it's like most people didn't vote even. It's like 55% people don't vote or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's this weird, it's crazy system, man. For real. I don't know what's gonna happen, dude. Like.
Yeah, and it's crazy because this is just April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 months in.
10 trillion in 90 days. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be very interesting what happens at the end of this year, what we're going to see. Like, is it going to be more division? Is it going to be, are we...
Aliens. What is your thought on aliens? Do they exist, yes or no?
They just found some stuff in the pyramids, right?
Yeah.
Don't they go like super down?
Yeah, or
I
something
didn't
like
see that like in detail, but I heard something.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, you haven't heard this?
I mean, I heard it, but I didn't see it. Like, I didn't read it.
It's fascinating. Essentially, like they took LiDAR scanners, which LiDAR scanners, like your phone has a LiDAR scanner here. Like take this cup for example. It can scan this cup and it can recognize that it's a 3D object, right? So like they're scanning down and deep into the pyramids, and they're seeing that oh shit, there's like actual stuff that goes way farther down beyond the pyramids, and they're like these columns that they think it's like an energy
Yeah, I've always
supply
heard
or something,
the
something
water,
like that.
the Nile or the rivers, and then boom, and energy and gold at the tip.
I always think about this, like especially with the pyramids, because they always keep finding like these new tombs as like the sand starts to move and everything else.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's like a new king, something new that they're finding on it, which makes you
New
think
artifacts.
like, how deep does like all the sand that covers all of this go?
Dude, yeah. And how old's the Earth?
Yeah,
4 billion.
it's fascinating, but yeah, I think to that point, yeah, aliens. It could be anything.
Could be, yeah. I don't know, man. They always say that the DJT, the Donald, he's like protected. There's some witches where like he's got some kind of force field. Like nothing we've done has worked. What do you think about that shooting in Philadelphia? Was that
Shooting in
staged
Philadelphia?
when they shot his ear off supposedly?
Oh,
But then his
that
ear
one.
grew back.
Let's talk about music.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
What
that's
song do you think he was listening to?
God.
he was listening to Playboy Card. He just get
Fuck
hyped,
yeah.
amped up.
Yeah, he was too hype. That's what it is.
He had the shakes.
What was that? Wait, what was that last? A whole lot of red.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what was going.
King Van.
That's
was
what
definitely
was going
playing.
through his head.
That shit is heavy, man.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, dude. No, for real. And then we also have the Klarna. You can do 4 installments, no interest on your burrito order.
Chipotle order, yeah.
Yeah. Just Chipotle?
Oh well,
Anything, right? Over $35.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what's your thought of the state of the economy? In music terms.
That's interesting.
We're the same
There's
age,
a
right? I
new
think,
term, not new term, but I was watching something, and the term that the person used was like techno feudalism.
Oh, sure.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
with feudalism, you were either a lord
Yeah.
or like a serf or whatever, right? So and the lords had land, and as a serf, you were bound to the land, right?
And you served the Lord.
So like the new lords are like the people that run like the DoorDashes, the Instagrams, or whatever. 'Cause,
Zuckerberg
like,
and
or the Amazons, because that is like, in some ways, like the space that we're serfs on. Like,
Yeah.
we have to be on those spaces.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Kind of like depending on what industry you're in, like you can't not have an Instagram, you
Yeah.
can't not have a LinkedIn, you can't not have a
Yeah.
Facebook.
or a website on Amazon Web Services.
Yeah, exactly. So they're the lords of it.
That's
and we're the
fascinating
serfs.
to think
Yeah.
And
about.
like the like new serfdom is like to a certain extent like contributing to those platforms or like doing like, you know, the buy now pay later thing for whatever and just like staying in a debt cycle to like those new lords. So it's interesting how like such a old thing has come back in such a new way.
Yeah.
Man, that history really repeats itself.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah,
Definitely.
feudalism is fascinating, but that point, that's really interesting to
Techno-feudalism.
think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
techno-feudalism,
The
because like,
inauguration with like all the CEOs and all that, you know, it's very visual and, dude, it is insane.
well, even like, it's interesting because Instagram in particular, like if you post stuff on Instagram, it technically isn't yours once you post it.
Right.
that's crazy.
Which is a very
that.
interesting. Yeah, exactly. Well, especially now because when they started implementing AI into it, and now they can like take any stuff that you
to
ever
teach
posted.
their models.
Exactly, and
Man.
yes, it's a weird, wild
Yeah,
world to
yeah.
think about.
What's your thoughts on like Elon in the government, man?
It's just sad. I feel like he has a really sad life.
Yeah.
Like
For real, you be looking sad as hell, bro.
no, and just like wants friends, wants to be important, and like never felt that. Like I like Frontline documentaries on PBS.
Yeah.
lot.
Okay.
So I watched one about him and like how he grew up and like
He was bullied, right?
yeah, bullied, abusive dad, like
Yeah.
didn't really fit in or anything like that. His whole life has been like to impress people and like whatever, and you just see that like bleed through in everything that he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanting to impress people, wanting to be seen as cool, as funny, as smart, and like it's sad because you know like it's gonna take the whole world burning down for him to feel like he finally did something. Or, like,
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody else's life has to get ruined because of his ego, just wanting to be seen as important.
Yeah.
Plus, like all of his kids have never been conceived by having sex.
Really?
Maybe with Grimes, but like a lot of them,
Really?
like
It's all, like,
his
an
whole like
insemination?
harem of like women and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his whole like bundle of children. Like most of it was IVF.
That's wild.
So he has like a lot of
That's when it's a
layers
third
of
person, right?
weirdness to him. Not that that's
Yeah.
a weird thing. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like
Well,
Is that when they do the birth through the third person? Or
like
no?
test tube baby kind
Oh,
of stuff.
really?
Are not necessarily surrogates.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like the women he was seeing got pregnant, but it was like IVF.
Oh,
So like he
okay.
didn't actually have sex with them to get pregnant.
Got you.
Yeah.
that's
So
That's
he has
crazy.
some works to him.
Yeah.
yeah,
the
especially
ketamine
to
thing,
have
too.
that many children through that process.
But these kind
is
of people, they
pretty
they want to
insane.
like inseminate the world type deal. Like they want to
Yeah.
be the owners of the race. You know.
No, literally, a lot of those billionaires are like that is a
Mm.
popular kind of thing with the new like conservatism.
Their DNA, they think it's like superior. to
Yeah.
understand. And in this country, there's so much white supremacy. I feel like that runs a lot of this shit, like in just straight up the government. You know, like the way that's ultimately their goal. Like it seems for a lot of stuff, like the white supremacy, man. Through anything, you can name anything, and it all leads back.
Yeah.
For me, from what I've noticed. But yeah, I've just been putting swastikas on all the cars around here, man. But my buddy told me, well, only do it on the Teslas, but I've been doing it on all the cars on accident. No, I haven't.
That's wild.
Dude, yeah, that's my new bit.
Yeah, I
I've had
never.
them on all the cars.
I don't personally like understand the whole looping Tesla into all of it because like yeah, it's largely tied to Elon, but it's like I will say that the Cybertruck
People
is
are
okay
pissed.
to do that shit to the Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck?
That's an ugly car. That's just a
Cybertruck, fire or not fire?
Garbage. I
Garbage.
just saw one today.
Really? There's so many.
I do kind of love the hate about it. Like it's like I remember seeing on TikTok this one girl is like walking in New York and she's like, I was having this great day, and she's like talking to the camera. It's like smile on her face, and then she sees like a Cybertruck. She's like, I just saw a Cybertruck. I hate everything now. I was
Bro,
like,
Tesla dealerships aren't accepting them for trade-in anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
I just hate Teslas, dude.
in general.
I'm just like, every time I'm behind one on the road, it's always like the worst cars that are like driving, like the worst in terms of like driving skill and whatever. Like,
Yeah. Well, they're not even driving. They're just letting
It's-
the thing drive. And
it's
all
funny
funky.
because I used to really like Teslas because I've driven quite a few and they're wickedly fun. Like
Really?
wickedly fun.
Just a snap, right? It's pretty fast.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, if you like roller coasters, like that's what it's like on the road. You know, you're like putting your foot down. And you're like, oh my god, like you just the exhilaration of it is just incredible. But,
Yeah, man. I don't know. They're burning the dealerships down, man.
but yeah, but I totally understand.
And like, there's like colder, like way better cars than Teslas that
Oh,
are electric
absolutely.
being made over in China.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just
Absolutely.
can't be I mean, they can be imported over
They're
here,
super
but the tariffs
expensive.
are
Yeah.
just like insane.
Even
Well,
that was before. That was
and
last
they're-
week. Now it's fucking
They're
worse.
cheaper. They're cheaper. They have more technology.
Longer
and
range. The BYDs.
Yeah, yep.
are
The
crazy.
BYDs
In Mexico, they
are
have them.
crazy,
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, they have some over in Europe too.
Hell
So
yeah.
like so like if Elon Musk is part of the government, so like in his business interests, so much of the stuff that's going to be done from that level is just to put money in him
That's the
and
worst
his friends
part.
and his family's pot.
Yeah.
That's why people are
It's-
pissed.
Yeah, and
You know?
deservedly so.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to
I-
me that like it's coming back on like Tesla. And
I
stuff
think it
like
makes
that.
a lot of sense.
It is interesting though because that's not like majority of his wealth. A lot of his wealth is from SpaceX.
Yeah,
Which is
Starlink.
another conflict of interest.
So yeah, exactly. It's like so if you want to really go for it, go after SpaceX.
But how do you do that?
I have no idea.
You need what do you call it? RPGs?
Yeah.
To take down the space.
Yeah.
With
No,
Starlink.
but like, yeah, I mean, it's very interesting.
No, for real, man. What are your as we're getting to near the end here, close to the hour? What are your thoughts on Ye, man? He's out here, with the Bully album and doing a lot of controversial stuff, man.
It's just sad because I never like that was my hero. Like,
Yeah.
I literally used to have dreams like about him, and like he was
Yeah.
just super nice to me in the dreams, or like give me advice,
That's wild.
and
man.
like I never thought it'd get to the point where like I see him the same way as I see just like a random crazy person on the street just like babbling, like
Right,
Yeah.
right.
headphones on,
Right. Like, turn
Yeah.
not to, like.
yeah, like no,
'Cause you don't know.
Like that's how I see him now. So it's just sad,
It
and
is
I feel
sad,
bad
yeah.
for his wives and his children.
Yeah.
And just for him, like, it's just crazy. I never thought it'd get to this point. So, like, he just lives off of attention, positive or negative. So, the
Yeah.
only thing is,
Yeah.
like, just don't give him any. Like, I never listened to any of the Vultures albums. Or
Really?
No, I never listened to Bully. I haven't watched that, like, academics interview. Like,
Yeah.
It's just, like, crying.
No need to watch that.
Yeah, it's just, like, crying for attention. And I just never
Yeah.
thought it'd get to that point. It's just
Yeah.
sad. And, like, I don't even, like, really listen to any of his music anymore.
Yeah.
Even the stuff that like really soundtracked the majority of my life at this point.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
It just does not hit the same.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
life,
it is
though, man.
sad.
The
It's-
cycles and, like we were talking earlier, you had a phase of that, and maybe now it's new era. New
Yeah.
musics.
Yeah, the last podcast we did, we talked about separation of like the art and the artist, and like to what degree is like that okay to do. And I think especially in this case, like a lot of people are like, you just can't now. Like I
a lot
think,
of people feel that way. It
Yeah.
does go down to the personal opinion. at that
Yeah,
point, right, what's
yeah,
okay
because
or
like
not.
I think a lot of people are like, well, we were talking specifically about like, you can still be redeemable as a person if you show the effort to like make change and like prove that okay, this what I did here was wrong and like stuff like that. But can we get to
And
that
it goes
point with
to some sort of
Kanye?
the
Like,
freedom of speech stuff too. Like, and we were talking about. I mean, like, on one end he could say like some foul shit, but then a student on a visa, or even a resident of this country, saying free Palestine and like getting deported for that shit. So it's like the free speech thing is crazy, man. You can say what they want, or
yeah. Well, there's no longer the idea of free speech. Mm-hmm. There's the protecting of
value, of company value.
Well, I was gonna say more so protecting of somebody else's idea of free speech. Rather than like universal free speech, So
I mean, ultimately, they want us to have police in every town, every neighborhood, eventually every household, and then eventually you police yourself, right? So it's with the censorship, I feel like that's the path that it goes to. 1984, I'm sure you've read it.
It's just really weird, interesting times.
Yeah.
I just hope everybody finds something they enjoy doing and just actually does that. And doesn't let just the whole internet weirdness affect too much.
Yeah.
Because there's still so much of like real life to experience and like the world to like actually see.
Yeah.
It's like my advice to anybody is just like put your phone down.
Yeah.
Yes, that's big.
Yeah.
Turn this podcast off.
So do you have any other like positive thoughts you can share? Just little tidbits of wisdom maybe to people?
You've already given us so much, so we do appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just be yourself. Whatever that means in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't try to be something maybe that you're not,
Yeah, but then also like it's weird because you have to like let yourself experiment or like find out what works and what doesn't work. So
do something uncomfortable too. And help people.
Just work to become like the most like refined, to have like the most refined version of like what you do or like how you like present yourself or whatever, and just be willing to like, try different stuff. Some of it might work, some of it might not. You don't have to keep doing something that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And just like, every day you wake up, as long as you're not dead, like it's just not over. So.
Be thankful. That's one of mine too, is just to be grateful, for everything, good and bad.
Yeah, for sure.
In this world. Last question for you, boss. What is summer 2025 looking like in the cities?
I can't really say. I can say for me personally, I'll be doing some interesting stuff that I can't really share right now.
Good.
But that I'm really looking forward to and that I think would be really helpful for my personal life, but then also my professional life.
Good.
And then I'll be also playing at that festival I was talking about, The Great Beyond.
Okay. When is that?
I'll be on the first day. I'll actually be like one of the first people playing on this crazy sound system there.
Fuck yeah.
I think it's the 27th of July, but I might be wrong.
Nice.
The 24th.
Early set?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be there the whole weekend. Really looking forward to that.
Ooh, that sounds super exciting.
Yeah, it is. I think, this should be a good summer.
Yeah.
I think there's so many more people are like doing stuff. There's so many more like new like DIY venues, so many like people that have been like honing in their craft this last like few years since the pandemic, or even just this year too, to where like, hopefully people are just out and about enjoying themselves.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're back outside this summer.
We're back outside this summer.
For sure.
Real quick, the rapid fire. Your astrological sign again?
Pisces.
Pisces. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Watery, like Jesus Christ. Jesus was a Pisces.
No, just water like Jesus Christ.
Well, the fish, it's a watery sign.
Okay.
Quick rapid fire question.
Quick rapid fire question. You got another? I'll give me a second.
No, you. Are you still a big fashion guy? I know you were doing a lot of the Gore-Tex when we last talked 2 years ago.
I never thought of myself as a fashion person. I always I like clothes that like are practical and that like I can just wear a lot. So like if something is like Gore-Tex or like waterproof and will just like last for a long time.
Yeah.
I think like sometimes people put the cart before the horse, where they're just like worried too much about a brand, and you can like depend on a brand for like certain things. I do. But, like, it's mostly just about, like, knowing what looks good on you and, like, what utility you're looking to get out of whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
That's honestly a good piece.
You're
in the gym?
Not really.
Not right now?
Not right now. I've been meaning to get back, but, like, usually how it goes is, like, I'm going to go back. And then a gig comes up, and I just want to practice for that. And then the gig happens, and then right after I get sick. So
from
I can't
partying?
Go. No, not from that. Just like literally like a cold or whatever. So I want to get back. I will.
Oh yeah, and you have like since 2 years ago tats, right? Out the wall.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask how many tattoos do you have? It was
I have
pretty
about
cool.
14
Oh,
or
okay,
whatever, maybe more, maybe less.
Did you have a period where you were getting a bunch?
I usually get like 1 or 2 a year,
Okay.
pretty reliably. And like you only have so much real estate.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Try to be intentional about it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god, oh god! Before you get to the neck and the face and all that.
Right. I won't touch the face for sure. I don't think so, at least.
Dude, oh god! And you've been overseas and everything, passport traveling and everything, right?
Yes.
Would you agree that traveling expands your mind
Yeah, I
to
think
everybody out there?
if you have the means to do it, you definitely should.
Mm.
You know, especially like people our age, like before you mess around and like get married or have kids,
Yeah.
Exactly,
things that tie
yeah.
you down, like seeing how different things can be, but also how much people have in common is so cool. And like you have to like go somewhere to come back to like where home is to bring something new there,
Yeah,
which I think is important.
it's a lovely feeling.
Yeah.
What
So-
about? Yeah, go ahead.
So what was your favorite place that you've traveled to?
You know, I love New York a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like, you know, friends I have out there, experiences I've had, and just like that feeling that you get that like
Oh yeah.
Such a
anything
crazy
can
energy.
be possible.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for something, like you can make it happen.
Yeah.
It's there. That's cool. Of course, Tokyo and Osaka was insane. I feel really grateful to have been able to do that.
Hell yeah.
I'll just say those two.
Yeah.
Then what would be like the greatest lesson that you learned from those places?
Good question. Well, I would just say like this, and just realizing what's possible in terms of like the different things you can experience that are out there in life. Like, you have to know something's possible before you can actually like really want it and stuff.
Yeah, you have to see it as possible.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then I guess backtracking a little bit again, what would be a place in the cities that is one of your favorite places either to go to see music or even just perform at?
For sure. Well, First Avenue, of course, is such a special place.
Yeah.
And performing there, that was my second time on Wednesday, but performing there was always like, first of all, I couldn't imagine it for a while, and then it became a goal. So like to actually do it and actually have it go well is like insane.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you're parking there, like you see Prince's motorcycle, like that's wild.
Literally.
And just like the green rooms, like seeing like an old Odd Future tour photo that's like signed or whatever, like
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
it's wild. So I feel really grateful for that. I love the Palace Theater. I love the Armory too for what it is, and I've seen some really good shows there.
Yeah.
Big shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I really like Berlin. I like
Okay.
performing there a lot, but I also like just being there.
How was that, man? You had a full house that night, right?
It wasn't because of me. People just like going there because it's a cool spot.
Yeah.
Was that a Sunday?
Yeah.
That you were there?
Well,
Okay.
Sundays, we had our residency thing there Sundays in January, which was cool.
Okay, that was back then.
And then I performed there once on a Friday and then once on a Saturday. The
Okay.
last Saturday was like on the 22nd. But it's a super nice vibe in there. And in a similar vein, I really like the Dakota. I've seen like some really interesting things there. Like
yeah.
I think one of the people that composed like the Charlie Brown Christmas album did a show there.
No way.
It was like super nice.
That's really cool.
So I like all those spots a lot in terms of like just here.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
That's sweet.
Well, sweet, dude. Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to put all your links in the description. Obviously, everyone go follow Echo, Carbon Sound, stay in the loop. Oh, man. I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
We got through a
Thanks
lot.
for having me.
Yeah,
Dude.
absolutely. Glad we can make this work.
Yeah. No, dude, thanks for sliding, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We'll have you again another time in another amount of time. If you're down to come back, keep chatting.
And next thing you
Definitely.
know, your Carbon Sound's going to be even bigger and better than ever. And
Oh,
your
God.
DJ sets, people are going to know you.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully.
I can't wait to catch your next set, man. Appreciate you coming out here, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Almost Spicy Podcast will cut. DJ, back up my bullshit.
DJ back in my bullshit.
DJ Echo, Francisco.
All right. Peace.
Peace.